that's all of the sheathing for the west wall, and before I can put any on the south wall, I've got to get the flashing put down, so I'm going to start working on that now. So let me show you how I'm doing that. Alright, so before I can sheathe this wall, I've got to make sure that I've got a flashing down on this ledge so that water coming down doesn't go back under here and pool and sit and rot everything out. So I've had a flashing bent to come down, over, and out. Trouble is, I've got anchor bolts that I've got to drill out for. So I've got to mark where those anchor bolts are and drill holes in the flashing. So what I'm doing is I'm put the flashing in place where I want it, and I just take a hammer, and wherever the top of the anchor bolt is, you just tap around it real lightly and you'll get an indentation of where they are. And then I'm going to pull that up and drill those out. But you want to make sure before you do that, because you're hitting on the top of this bolt, you'll mess up the threads if you're not careful. So you want to make sure the nut is actually on when you're hitting on it. And that way when you back the nut off, if the threads get damaged, the nut will straighten them back out, and you'll still have a functional anchor bolt. So let me drill these out and see how it fits. Alright, that's the first piece of flashing bolted down. Then this back will be nailed whenever I get the sheetrock. Alright, that's the first piece of flashing installed for the rim joist. And you can see the top is pulled away a little bit. And when I put my plywood sheathing up, that'll get nailed through. So that'll be pulled flush up tight. Where I drilled the holes through, you can see the anchor bolts come with washers, so they cover up the entire hole that I drilled. And then when I bolt it down tight, that makes a pretty good seal there. So the water should run down to whatever the low spot is on the flashing and come off. And then this front edge is just a little bit longer than what the 2x12 is, so that as water comes down, it'll drip from this and not roll back onto the 2x12 up under it. So now I can start installing the sheathing for this side. So let me get some floodlights out, because I'm just about to lose daylight, and see if I can get a couple pieces of that put on and call it a day. Alright, I'm just about to knock off for tonight, but I wanted to give you a quick look at what it looks like so far, and it has sturdied it up a lot, being able to get sheathing down one side and around one corner. So the storms we got coming in Friday and Saturday shouldn't be a problem now. So let me show you what it looks like. This is the northwest corner of the house, which will be a corner in the kitchen. And you can see we've got sheathing up all the way along that wall and into the dining room there. And all the way to the southwest corner, which is the dining room. And then we got several sheets on coming down the south wall, and being able to get sheathing on those two corners there, or those two sides of that corner, really helps the shear strength on it a whole lot. So not too worried about the winds for this weekend. Let me show you the outside now. And this is the outside. This far corner there is the northwest corner. Coming back towards me is the southwest corner. And then we got 2 1/4 sheets going down the south wall. So it's coming along. Just need more time to work is all.